Hello. Oh, good. Okay, so that is working. Yeah, I am officially totally okay checking my own feeds for sound and making sure that everything is good. I really am. I'm totally good with that because it's way better than coming back to it and finding that there's no volume or that you guys can't hear me. So we are going to finish this oil painting. It says no one's watching, so I'm fixing my hair. I'm gonna prep right here live, you know, since live is what I'm doing. It is my lunch hour. I normally, if Christy Shin was on, if she was drawing, I would be watching that beautiful woman, very talented. I would be so engrossed in whatever she would be doing. I even made sure she wasn't going to be on before I came on here. So this is unnamed. I haven't named him yet. He's definitely a prince of some kind, or maybe not. I haven't decided. So what I do know is I'm going to he's very, very much basically done for the most part. So all I'm really gonna do is some of the fine lines of black that I have intended for him. And I may or may not get it done because my oldest son is graduating and he's supposed to stop by at some point. And so when that happens, yeah, I will be having to stop. So I'm going to add something real quick. That's interesting. Oh, and of course, I was super excited because I thought about it. I'm like, I want to hear something in the background. I want to hear some kind of music or something. And so I actually decided to go. What was I going to say? I decided to add, scroll, add, and show. Okay, perfect. I wanted to put that up there. So if anyone hops on while I'm in the midst of this, I wanted to make sure that they knew that they could leave me a comment and I will send them something special. So as I was saying before I got distracted by my little side project there I needed to do, I will do this until I need to get off, depending on what my son is up to, if he stops by, or he is supposed to stop by, and he's got he'll take precedence. So if he comes by while I'm in the midst of all of this, and I hope you guys can hear me okay, then I will stop. I'm still, this is my very first oil painting I've ever done, and I'm definitely still learning the nuances and dramas of working with oils. Never worked with oils before, and one of the most frustrating parts about them, for me, being someone who mostly deals with super liquid, who left a comment? Hi, Pops! So, yeah, when I'm working with watercolors or, what do you call it? Watercolors or basically any other medium, okay? I don't even know why I'm trying to, like, figure out what to say here. When I'm working in anything else that I'm used to, I don't have the same kind of problem with it as I'm having right now because I'm used to what I'm going to get for consistencies and I know what I'm going to get. Oil's not like that. The oils are not like that for me. So he is basically done and I am going to add way too thick. Way too thick. And oh, and this is so cool. So I was watching this guy on Twitch, and I was watching the Bob Ross marathon, and both of them talked about some of the tips about what to do to thin out your paint. And so that's cool. That's pretty cool. Right now I'm going to just what the fuck did I do over here? Bob Ross would call that a happy mistake. What did I? Oh my God! See, this is why I have avoided doing oils, because it's a catch-22. I love getting messy. I love getting paint all over me, but oils, they're not as easy to wash off. Gosh darn it. Like, I can't just go to the bathroom and put some water on this and be good. It's fucking annoying. Anyway, I will figure out what to do with that little black blemish that I fucking put on my painting that isn't supposed to be there. Jesus. Goodness gracious. It took me a little bit to set this up, because I know I'm coming in here with the intent of finishing him. So I don't know how long that's going to take. Like I said, I plan on just going with it until I'm either done or my oldest son stops by. Oops, I know. It's okay, Pops. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this windowsill that's behind him. I might actually just make the whole thing black. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but we will find out when I get to that point. Mostly all I'm really doing right now is I wanted to put those lines there. I'm going to put this big old loppy brush away. Get back to working with the one. Oh, I don't want this. See, it's all messy. This is some seriously messy shit, working with oils. Aha. So it takes a while, and that's okay. I have gotten brave enough to let you guys watch me. So there. Okay. So that's wet. That's the other thing. When I'm working with any of my other mediums, I don't have to deal with questions about whether or not I'm going to mess it up because I touched. It's very rare that I mess it up because it's what do you call it? Wet. It's very rare that it's wet and I can't deal with it, because when I'm working with watercolors and acrylics, they dry very fast. They dry very, very fast. Not the same for oils. Absolutely, definitely not the same. Oils are it takes a long time for them to dry, which is part of why he has hung on the wall for a couple of weeks waiting for me to do this, because I knew doing just these last pieces that I wanted to do, I knew that I was going to need to be able to hold him and move him around, and I wasn't going to be able to do that if he was wet. And so I had to let everything I had done to this piece dry. I had to let it all dry. Hi everyone! If you're watching, leave me a comment. I have some things that I finished and some other things I'm starting, and I've got a few things that are pretty rad that I think are cool, that I think people might want or like. So I will send you something. So I don't know about this whole line over here, but I need to get it closer to me. I wanted to have it the other way so you guys could see. Oh, I guess this way's better anyway, huh? You guys can see it better. Yeah. This is like one of those things where it doesn't have to be an exactly perfect line. It just, it doesn't. But I will try to get it as close to as close to what I am happy with. I'll put it that way. I think one of my favorite things about Bob Ross is how he talks about art should be happy. You should be happy when you're doing art, and it should make you happy. And if it's not making you happy, yeah. And I'm so down for that. Hi, Kathy. This is a Prince or African kid. I'm not really sure what he's going to be or what I'm going to name him. I had I had nothing in mind when I came into doing this piece. Okay, we are going to do this. Aha. But anyway, Bob Ross talks about happiness, and he talks about art. Art should make you happy. It should be something that makes you happy. So you're watching me paint my very first oil I've ever done. This is me finishing it. I have the music playing in the background is my music mixes that I made myself. Between taking my GarageBand and doing them on the phone, and then I got my mix pad, a couple of different audio editing softwares, and I took all of the tracks from my last spoken word album and I created a playlist, and that's what you're listening to. You're listening to all that music that I created. There's like 43 minutes worth of music, and it's the background music that I used in my spoken word poetry videos. And yeah, it's super amazing. I never would have thought I would have done something like that, you know. So I don't have to worry about any royalty, copyright stuff for that music, because the music in the background is mine. It's all mine. It's all mine. Oh, what am I gonna do? This is one of my favorites. It's funny. The song playing right now is the poem is one of the shortest poems, but it's one of my favorite tracks that I used. Like, I might use it for something else because I loved it so much. I like soft tone. Like, I can listen to everything. When it comes to what I listen to, what other people create, that's one thing. But when I create stuff, it's usually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a romantic. I like flowers. I like love. I like things that are pretty. Even when I was doing prom, this mascot for the Comic Related Madness group, I couldn't do him all mean and ugly, and no, I can't. No. Maybe one day I'll do like some scary, ugly type of things. That is pretty darn straight line to be a freehand. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, and what's cool about this is that I try to mute a lot of my colors because I don't necessarily want the painting to be shiny. However, almost all of my paintings they end up being some kind of glossy shine shimmer thing to them. So it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out, because when I did all of the rest of this, I muted the colors. I actually intentionally went in and muted them. But the black, I might just leave the black. Whatever it's going to be when I'm done, I'm going to leave it. I might just leave it and not try to mute it or do anything additional to it. We will see. We will see. What the fuck? Holy shit. I got this whole spray of black over there. I don't know what the fuck I did. I don't know how I did that. Probably something with the brush. I probably flicked the brush on accident. Oh well. You know, this is okay. That's okay. I know going into any new experience with a new medium, I am going to fuck shit up. I'm gonna crack up. I haven't messed up a painting yet so bad during the process that I threw it away. Um, I have accidentally ruined pieces by falling on them. I broke the canvas of a few of my pieces by falling while I was holding them. Those pieces are now in my private personal collection for me. I don't think anyone wants to buy a piece of art that has a hole in the canvas. So we'll see. They're on my wall behind me. Someone just sent me a message. I don't know who that is. It wouldn't be my son because he would text me. I am expecting him to stop by. Shannon. She's so cute. I'm on live painting. I'm painting, Shannon. I'm live painting. I'm telling her she's a painter. Her name is Shannon. Faces, hands, and feet are the hardest. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, one of the reasons why a lot of my art is considered. I honestly, Kathy, I honestly didn't even know what to call it. My best friend Leslie, who studied art, she had to explain to me what category my art fell in because I didn't know how to say it. And basically, it's an abstract realism, and some of it is symbolic. I definitely relate to symbolism. I do a lot of symbolic things in my paintings that I don't plan for necessarily, but when they happen, I go with it, and I will do whatever I do for that symbol, whatever that symbol might be. Okay, so that I'm happy with that side for now. For now, we will turn this over to get back over here. It was so cool. I was when I was watching Bob Ross and that other guy. Now the Bob Ross's paintings, I don't know if he's using oils or acrylics. Honestly, to be honest with you, I don't know. But I have no idea if what I'm doing is the rule. If there's any sign of like rhyme or reason, if there's some perfect way of whatever. All I do know is that I keep playing with what I have in front of me. I keep playing with the colors. I keep playing with the mediums until they do what I want them to do. And then once they do what I want them to do, then I figure out what works. That's what I do. I figure out what works to achieve what I want done. Yeah, I was working on my haiku series, and I knew I wanted to get some more of that done, but I needed a break from it because I got to a phase with it. So I'm about halfway through being done with what I'm going to do for that haiku volume, for volume 1. And I'm like, you know what? I need a break from it. I need to paint. Because the haiku series is, their sketches and, hi Shannon, there you are, sweetheart. Right? It's awesome. Do it our way. I was, before you hopped on when I saw your message, Shannon, I was saying that my friend painter Shannon was going to hop on, hopefully. So yeah, I love doing it how I see fit because I can't do it someone else's way. I'm super loving watching all of these different talents and creators out there that do comic books, and I'm in awe. How they do what they do is I don't know. They just amaze me. They're so talented. They're so creative. I just couldn't do a lot of what they do. Even if I had the talent, which I probably could teach myself to do some of that. I got no interest in it. Some of it. That, what did Pops call it? Sequential art or whatever it's called. You're too sweet. Aw, you're a sweetheart. Okay, so I feel like that's a bunch of messy sloppiness right now. I'm not happy with it. The line is it was a lot thicker than I was planning for. It's yeah, I can't get this consistency of the paint right. But I will keep fucking with it because I'm not done. As long as I don't ruin him totally, I will be okay. And I don't feel like I've ruined him totally. At least not yet. At least not yet. We shall see. We shall see. I might have to switch to a different brush. This brush, I think, might be my problem. This kind of sucks. Ew. Okay. We are looking at the brushes choices. That is the I totally need to buy a new set of brushes. Totally. I bought when I made the decision to do an oil, I bought a set of this is perfect. I bought a set of brushes to use specifically for these. And of course, I've already used almost every single one of my brushes with the oils and had to clean them so that I could go back to using them with my other mediums, because once you get a certain brush that fits what you want and you're used to how it works when it goes with the paint on the canvas, I get super spoiled. I get super spoiled to whatever it is I'm using. And I have a hard time changing it. And I'm like hoping I don't get anything else on here, because I'm getting a little closer to areas that I don't want to fuck up. There we go. This is another song from my music album I love. It's the one I used for the poem Dead and Gone. And I just love it. I love it. Yeah, Shannon, I don't know if you're still there, but the music I have playing is the music I used for Van's tribute album. Just minus the spoken word poetry, it's just the music. Van would have been so proud. I've been, look, I have my own music. How does his song go? Anyone can make music. You are no longer special. I like that line. I use it. Anyone can paint. Anyone can do music. Anyone can rap. Anyone can do whatever they put their mind and heart to. You can do it. The only people that don't succeed at something are the ones that don't try. That is truly my belief. I will still probably, if I do another oil, I am going to need to take figuring out the consistency thing about them. I'm going to have to do some serious research on learning how to work with the oils in terms of making them smoother and not so thick. It could be the kind I bought. Whatever it is, I don't want them to be this glumpy crap. And it's taking me way too long to get them to the consistency that I want to be able to use them, and that's annoying. And it's probably just me. I'm sure it's not the paint. I'm sure it's not the brand. I'm sure it's not the paint. I'm sure it's just me and my newbie inadequacy of knowing what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to oils, and that's okay. I might ask my friend Michelangelo. It's like, excuse me, Michelangelo, but you're going to need to explain to me what the fuck I'm doing wrong. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I get the paint to be thinner? And he will tell me. I'm sure he will tell me. some of the music I created for that album makes me so like nostalgic, and it makes me remember the 80s and being at dance clubs, and I get all excited. Okay, I'm gonna do something I'm gonna try something totally different. Okay. If you're watching, I hope you don't get bored. I'm just having consistency challenges, which is fine. I'm just learning I'm learning my way. I'm learning my way with the oils. So, if you're watching and you're wondering what the fuck is she doing, so I intentionally I didn't plan for pretty much any of this piece, but what I am doing, and it's no surprise, and it shouldn't be to anyone who follows any of my work, I'm outlining almost everything in a subtle way or a dramatic way with black, because from a distance, or not even from a distance, visually, I want this painting to mimic the effect of a stained glass window. And it's kind of ironic because he has a window behind him. So that's what I'm doing. That's what a lot of I do in a lot of my paintings. And so that's where I'm at. That's what you're watching. Paint thinner. I know. That's exactly what's in this bowl. I have learned to, I was so annoyed with the whole process, and then I finally got to the point where I'm like, I just put a bowl of it out, and I almost end up painting from the bowl like I'm doing right now. I almost end up painting from the bowl of paint thinner more than the actual little thing of the oil painting, because I literally just need a touch of the black. I don't need it to be thick. I mean, if I were doing those thicker lines, maybe, but anyway. It'll be interesting to see what happens the next time I do an oil, what I will do for the next oil painting. This one literally was not planned on any level. It just came to me one day. It actually came to me one day when I was watching Christy Shen create her masterpieces she does on a daily basis. And I painted when she was on. I'm going to need to pull this closer to me, you guys. I'm sorry. But I got to make sure, I got to try not to touch the wet parts and get this part of his hat. I'm sure it's not a hat. I'm sure it's called something else. I don't know. Someone out there wants to Google it and correct me, you're more than welcome to. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I do love that a little bit, when it comes to oils, a little bit goes a long way. I do dig that. I do dig that part of it, that, when I'm working with watercolors, that is not the case. That is not the case. Which is okay, because they suit me because of my back and forth moods. Like, my mood will change in the middle of a piece of art while I'm working on it. And what I may have started at can end up totally different. There we go. There's that moment where it's not doing what you want. 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 And then boom! It did what I wanted. And I'm like, yes. Hi, Hiram. Mwah. Hiram, all the way from Hawaii. Kathy, where are you living right now? I've got at least 2 different sides of the country now, like up here, I think. My guy, this guy that I'm finishing. Okay, so yeah, so I got the black. Now I'm just gonna do the rest of it and hope I don't smear anything or ruin him in the process. And let me try to move the camera for you guys. Okay. Make sure I'm not touching anything wet. Ah, yeah, there. There we go. This is hard. I should have done his face first, you guys. Just saying. I don't know what I was thinking, outlining the window before I got in here and did the face. What the fuck was I thinking? Oh, wow. I wasn't thinking. That's what it was. Don't mess up, Dory. Don't mess up. Don't mess up. Whatever you do, don't mess up. Constantly telling myself this. Oops. Well, I'd rather get paint on me by accident than paint on him somewhere that's not supposed to have it. So, I just got paint on my arm, which is fine. I was rereading Hiram's. Oh, that you see, son of a bitch. Oh, okay. We are gonna have to put something down there. There we go. I gotta stop fucking putting black on the pieces of this for my stupid arm. Luckily, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do down at the bottom for the outfit thing he's wearing. I definitely will probably give it way more detail than what it currently has. And so the few things I've done accidentally to put black down there is probably not going to matter, because when I get to that part of it, I will fix it. I will fix it. I will Bob Ross it, and then it'll be fine. I will Bob Ross it. That is my new favorite thing. When I make mistakes, oh, let me Bob Ross this. Let me Bob Ross this mistake. Bob Ross would be proud. As long as I keep going and I don't quit, he would be proud of me. I am sure. I truly believe that. You know, I just thought that I should take these music tracks and practice the poetry with them without the poetry. For when I get, you know, if I really do get to that point where I'm going to perform spoken word in venues, that would be a good idea. Okay. I am trying not to So now I really should have done the face first. I forgot all about, like, my head wasn't even thinking about it. I just knew that I want to finish him. And this I hope I don't sound like I'm complaining, because I'm actually having a really fun time right now. Like, this is very satisfying what I'm doing right now. It really is. That even with the challenges, I just hope I don't fuck up his eye. Everything makes me hold my breath, and I get these anxious, nervous feelings, you know, and I'm like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. Hopefully, please don't mess up his eye. Don't go, okay, you know. White, I mean, you could fix something you do in a little area like this with, you know, even with white, but it can be a pain. It can be a real pain in the ass. And so messing up with black on a dark color is one thing, but messing up black on white, yeah, fuck no, you don't want that kind of drama. love when that happens. I love when the line is perfect. Makes me happy. I was doing a sketch the other day that, oh my God, I almost kind of can't wait to get back to it. But that's another reason why I decided to do something else today, was because I was literally falling in so much love with it last night when I was doing it that I had to put it away. I'm like, you've got to put this away, because sometimes the emotions, they get to this point where I will literally fall in love with the piece so much that I won't stop working on it. And then before you know it, it's not, like, I mean, not working or not stopping working on it isn't necessarily the problem, but sometimes the creative process doesn't compute the same way as when I leave things be, come back to them later, that kind of thing. And so I put it away. I finished what I sketched on it, and I don't know what I will do with it next, but I do know that I will not be working with it yet. Not yet. You guys can't see what I just did, but I'm just gonna take a deep breath, and I'm going to calm myself and remind myself that it's not the end of the world. I got a little bit of black on his blue, on the blue of his cap thing, and I will have to figure out how to fix that. I keep making things I'm gonna have to fix. I'm supposed to be finishing him, not creating things for me to have to do to him. Oh well. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna knock over the camera. Okay, here we go. So when I did his originally, it wasn't intentional, but he ended up having all of these different face designs, symbols, and similar to like face tattoos, and wasn't really planned, but I love what happened with it. I really do. I really do. Because I know a few people actually. I have a few people who have face tattoos and neck tattoos and things like that, and I love them. Whether I would do that or not, I don't think, but it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. What we each do with our own bodies is our own choices, and it's nobody's business but our own, but us. Nobody's. I think I just painted these, but for some reason I don't like the way they look. I think I had too much thinner in the paint when I did these earlier. I can tell. I can tell. It's like, can you guys see okay? I literally have to hold my breath sometimes to get to do a section or to do what I'm doing, because like I'm like literally drawing in my breath and going, okay, do what I want, don't fuck it up, don't come out of the lines, stay right where you are, and yes. And then it's like I'm done and I get past it and I'm on to another section and I can take a deep breath. And then of course eventually I'm in another area where I've got to be super cautious and super careful with what I'm doing, and then I'm holding my breath again. I'm sitting over here painting and going, Dory, remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Okay. I ah, don't even do that. This messy. This is the messy oil crap thing I got going on here. Um, definitely need to learn some different ways of. It's okay. I'm just going as I go. I wanted to paint. I'm painting, and that's enough. I'm like I'll worry about the little technical lessons and details and all that jazz. I'll worry about that later, offline. We are going to try not to do that again with. Oh, what was it? Okay, yeah, I wanted to do this eye. I did the other eye, so it's time to stress out and do this eye. Hopefully, not mess it up, and hopefully do it where you guys can see it, and I can get in here. Oh, there we go. I think that's okay. I think I found my sweet spot. The sweet spot where the hand is comfortable to flow with what I need to do for the paint, what I need to do for the area I'm working in. I get this just at the right spot. I'll know, okay, here's the spot. I can do it from here. I'm gonna need to switch this to come in from the bottom. Can you see? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I watched some of the guys that paint and how they and painters that use easels and stand and all that stuff, and I don't get it. I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it. Something about me, the way I am, I have to be comfortable. I have got to be comfortable. I can't paint standing up. I just can't do it. my jazz song is playing. Kind of sort of makes me homesick. Whoa. Way off of where I wanted that. Okay. I think I'm done with his face. I'm not sure yet. Let me see. Let me look at him. Let me look at him from this spot. I think. Oh, nope. I knew I forgot something. Oh, what the hell I did over here? Well, if I'm gonna mess up on the eye, messing up on the black is definitely the way to go. Just don't mess up on the white. Just don't mess up on the white. I still have to do the pupil things over there I want to do. Okay. Deep breaths. I knew my hand was on wet paint. Fucker. It's okay. So, I would imagine that there's probably something to the history of past artists, and you know, how they dealt with mistakes or learning techniques. I'm sure. It makes me curious. I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure I'm not. But it does make me curious, like how much of what am I looking at in someone's art piece is the way that it is because of a challenge they may have had when they were doing the piece, with either colors or balance or perception. You know, I'm sure it can get way more precise when you get into the kind of art that is not painting. I don't know how to say it, but the variables in doing something like what I like to do when I do mine, the variables go all over the place. They really do. They go all over the place for me. And so it's probably one of the reasons why I've had to learn how to adjust, forgive, fix, move on, and not let it keep me from finishing the piece. Because there was a time where I would get frustrated, or I'd get lazy, or I would get whatever I would get, and I would put it away. I'd put it away, and then it would literally sit unfinished. When I got back into my art 6.5 years ago, one of the first things I did was I went through my closet and I pulled out all these unfinished pieces from decades of my life. And there were, I think the count was 36. There were 36 unfinished pieces of art in my closet. and it took me about 2.5 weeks or so, but I finished them all. And there was only one, no, there was two. There were two in that whole group of things that I had done that they were charcoals on paper, and they were so old that no amount of what I did to them to finish them was going to help, because they just were too old. They were way too old. The paper was too old. The whatever, yeah, it just I kept fucking with it and trying to get it to be a certain way and do what I wanted to do and that kind of thing. And none of it worked. None of it worked. And I ended up throwing those pieces away. So other than that, the other pieces I finished, and yeah, I finished them, and they are either gone, sold, or they're in my portfolio. Where am I on time? Oh my god, I've already almost been at this for an hour. Wow. I knew it was going to take me quite a bit of time to finish this. I really did. It's not surprising me, actually. So we'll see how long I go. I have other things to do. Waking up, not knowing what to do. Oh, I remember. Yeah, this poem, the song this poem is for is one of my favorites, but will always make me sad when I hear it. It was written after Van died. No plans. No plans. I like that moment where like my brain sees what it sees, and then I just do what it sees, and I got a fucking hair. Get out of my space, man. Get out of my space. I don't know who's still watching, but thank you for being there. See, now I'm glad that I did do those black lines before I did his face, because after they dried to the degree that they did, I could see that I wanted them to be a more solid black as opposed to two lines. So that is why you're seeing me do this now as opposed to earlier. I needed to see the other way to know that this is definitely more suited to what I'm going for. This is like the third piece I've done in the last month or so where there was a window theme somehow in there, and I don't know what that's about. Whether someone's looking out a window, or like in this case they're kind of sort of symbolically in front of one, whatever it is, for some reason but that's just what happens. Canvas told me, put a window there. That's what he told me, put a window there. Okay, so now I am going to work on the details of his outfit, which, from what I saw, I should work out pretty good. Should work out pretty good. This is where those like accidental splatters of little black dots earlier aren't going to matter because I'm going to figure out how to make them a part of the blend however I'm doing it. So I had this design at the bottom that it was there long ago when I first did this, and through the course of all the different colors and different layers, it has shifted a few different ways. It's turned into a few different things. And now I'm just using the black to finish off the effect of what I've been going for with all these other colors down here. This is one of those parts of oils I do love. Like I said earlier, they go, when you've got some on your brush, man, they go a long way, especially when you're just adding texture or an effect or whatever it is that I'm doing. Like right now, what I'm doing, that's kind of one of the cool discoveries about these oils is that I was able to do quite a bit before I needed to come back up here for any kind of paint or anything like that, which is really cool. It does is I do have to kind of like watch the wetness of this sometimes, because whether there's a lot of black or just a subtle amount, I'm gonna get very different textures and very different shades based on just even how much thinner. Not, I almost said water, but definitely not using water. Okay, so I am digging so much of this right now. I want to give you guys some kind of ability to see what it is I'm doing. There we go. This is it's kind of cool to like be considering if people can see what I'm doing. Oh, shite. What the fuck? That is way too much paint. Way too much paint. I love it. I love it. I really love it. Okay. Oh, let's get in here and do this. So it may. Whoa. I just realized I'm fucking like putting my arm all over the wet painting. Duh. Okay, so like it may seem like, wow, of all the things I could think of, that doesn't make any sense to be this far away from the section I'm going to work on. Oh, can you even see? No, you cannot. Haha. But I want these to come in an upward fashion, so this is going to work. This poetry collection I'm working on, this is not emotional burlesque, has gotten me to think so much about Louisiana and the the scenery and the food and the people and just everything I miss and things I don't, of course. And then like right now, I can't tell you what this is reminding me of, but it's definitely reminding me of home. It's probably, you know, maybe sugarcane. I don't think it's exactly like sugarcane, but it's my head. It's in my head, as Katie Song would say. Okay, so I'm kind of moving it around because um, that's what I have to do. When I get to a point in a painting where the painting's basically painting itself, and I know that doesn't, you know, it may not make any sense to anybody, but when I get to that point where I, you know, again, I don't have a plan. I rarely ever have any plans. Um, and it just, you know, the mind sees what it sees, and then I just go, the brush keeps going, and it dictates where I go, and it means moving the painting around a lot is the point. So yeah, it does. It does. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Can you even see what I'm doing? Okay, that's better. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was so far off the camera. Here I go, moving it again. Moving it again. Where am I? Oh yeah. I'm gonna do this section. There we go. Okay. Way too wet. Way too wet. Way too Like, well, since it's wet, I'm gonna strengthen up my main lines now while I'm thinking about it. There. Because I did not intend it to be that wet, but whatever. That's fine. I got a lot of work over here to do. Don't fret. It will not stay like that. Don't fret. It will not stay like so. It will go how I want it to go. Well, I can't remember what Bob Ross called it, but he was doing this thing. He's like, push the paint down there or something. He's like, send it home. And I was dying. I was laughing how he was saying it because I couldn't have told you like how Bob was telling us to do it. But I know what I'm doing when I do it. I know what he was talking about when he was saying that. I'm like, oh, I get you, Bob. I got you, Bob. I know exactly what you mean. And I'm going to do it again over here. And I'm going to do a little more peaks right here. It's almost like putting on makeup. Like you put on a foundation and then you go back and blend. And it's ironic, I don't wear makeup, but every time I do, people are kind of like, oh, wow, you look so good. And it's because they're so not used to seeing me like that. And I think what's really funny is when someone sees me with makeup and they are shocked that I know how to do makeup, and I go, I'm a painter. Just because I don't wear makeup doesn't mean I don't know how to put it on. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, I got a little bit of blending to do over here. Hopefully, if I switch, you guys can still see me. Yeah, okay. Okay. I love when I could just make something not so black just by taking away the black. But that's because of all of the prep underneath the black. One of the other things I discovered that I like about oils is that even after it's on the canvas, with just the right other colors or technique, you can actually shift an entire perspective of what you did or what you want. Um, and they'll blend right on the canvas along with whatever, whether, like in this case, I'm just using a brush that had a little bit of thinner on it and black as opposed to black paint because I needed to get a different effect there. And I like that. I do like that. I do like that. Oh, wow. I love in my mind. Just, I don't know. I don't know who's watching, but I'm so happy I'm not alone. Thank you for being there. Oh my God. Every time I think I'm in the frame, I'm not, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Hopefully that's better. Okay, I've misplaced my paint. Oh, there it is. Like, where's my paint? Where's my paint at? Where'd the paint go? I think I'm gonna call this piece Willow. Saw a weeping willow crying in my pillow. Crying. Wait, how does that go? I go walking after midnight out in the something. How do I? What's the word? I go walking after midnight out in the sun. It's not sunlight. Out in the moonlight. Out in the moonlight. I see a weeping willow crying on my pillow, crying on I'm so lonesome for you. I used to be able to sing that song by heart with no music on. Yeah. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm calling this piece Willow. It's a cross between willow trees and Spanish moss in my head going on right now. Whatever that's worth. You know? See you weeping willow, crying on my pillow, crying I'm so lonesome for you. I go walking out in the moonlight, out in the starlight, just like we used to do. I do know that if I do another oil painting after I'm done with this one, I will definitely have to buy more of that thinner stuff that I got when I bought these oils because, you know, mostly because I probably used way more than I needed to, just trying to get a sense of how to use the oils, you know, not having ever worked with them before. So I probably could, you know, in the future conserve that stuff. But um, yeah. So that's what I'll have to do. I'll have to get more. It's funny, like depending on where the consistency is on the brush, I'm either going to get like a spiny looking thing or I'm going to get like a bushy looking thing. And either one of them works for the effects that I'm going for and all of this detail that I knew I would be doing here at the bottom to transform this outfit cloak thing to also represent a forest. You can, you know, you guys can talk about why I did such a thing amongst yourselves because I can't explain it. I don't know. It's what the painting told me to do. It's what it told me to do. I see lines and I see shadows I like and I try to emphasize them. That's all. As I go along. I'm like, huh, I kind of like what's going on over there. Let me emphasize that. Oh, I don't like what's going on over there. Let me cover that up. I mean, it could be all kinds. There's so many different reasons why things end up the way they do in my paintings. I can't explain them other than knowing that
Sometimes I amaze myself. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, well, that's that's to be understood. That's to be believed. But so it's interesting. It's all very interesting. So what's going on over here? Can you guys even see? Can you even see? No, that's the wrong way. Okay, so I need more thinner because, you know, I'm challenged. I'm challenged. I'm challenged. And I get over here and I'm like, I want to leave a lot of that pink coming through. And so I don't want to go too dark on the black, just enough to give some of the effects I've got going on everywhere else in the painting, but definitely not so much that we lose that pink underground, the undercolor. So we will be very subtle, or well, I don't know if subtle could ever be a word used with any of my paintings, but whatever. That. All right, we are almost done. I'm going to finish. Oh my god, I am coming up on a 2-hour mark. Holy crap. Holy crap. What the hell happened there? This is the Dory. I'm about to get a lot of black on me, I think. I'm just saying. I don't know who's watching, but I wonder what you're thinking right now. I'm curious to know what someone would think about what I'm doing to this right now. I'm just saying, welcome to my mind. Whoever you are, welcome to Dory's mind. This is what happens. Hi, brother. Oh my God, Colmation. I look up and whether I'm done with this piece or not, I still know is that I got the black in and I almost have, but yeah, I don't know if I'll do anything else to this piece. I think I'm done. I'm not sure. I can't decide. But that's okay because he basically is either done or I'm going to put him on the wall right back where he was and I'm going to leave him there for another week or so. And if he's done, he's done. And if he's not, I will bring him back out. And when that happens, I'll share him with everyone because he is my first oil painting I've ever done. The first oil. This center tree keeps bugging me. I had it perfect at one point and now I'm not liking it, but that might change. I don't know. We will see. We will see. I'm waiting for him to clean my pipes. Will you, Kevin the plumber, will you clean my pipes? You know, my brain is going somewhere so not even clean. Ha ha ha. Like I'm not even thinking about anything clean when I'm thinking about those, whatever that stuff means. So yeah, it's pretty funny. Okay. I think, yeah, I am fairly sure. Ooh, I like what I did there. Okay. Like that. It's kind of funny. Like I get to this point where I like when the painting is bright, like the blacks or whatever. But then I get to a point where I like it after I've muted the colors, and then I can't decide what I like more. I mean, I guess I like both. You know, somewhere in the middle, I'm going to find this perfect combination of where I've got just the right shines in just the right places, and then the rest of it I will leave be. And then this piece will be done. I think that's what's going to happen. You know, like right now, I'm pretty much using a dry brush that doesn't have any paint on it to just go around and, you know, blend, mute colors. And that's just one of those things about, you know, I don't do oils. And so I don't want to wait for it to dry to know what it's going to look like. And so I will do what I do. And actually I get kind of a cool effect when I do this. So I'm okay with it. I don't know if there's any kind of real technical name for what I'm doing, and I really don't care, actually. All I know is that it works for me. It works for me. Hey, brother, the music that's playing is mine. It's I took the music I created for my spoken word poetry, and I created a little loop with the songs. I mean, I will have to probably create some new tracks for art playlists for when I'm doing my art, because I've kind of heard these songs in the 2 hours I've been on here. I think I'm over it. I think I'm over those songs. Okay. All right. So, whoa, what is that? Get off of my painting. I'm getting close, you guys. I'm getting close. Okay. All right. So, I am pretty sure I like him the way he is. And I will hold him up in a minute after I touch up one of the areas I want to touch up. And I keep calling him a him, but I guess he could be a she. I really don't care. I kind of made him, her, them, androgynous, just kind of on purpose. There was really no plan to creating it to be any particular gender. I really don't care. I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but what am I doing? You guys can't even see what I'm doing. All right. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm sorry. I had to get an idea if what I just did would be okay, and I'm pretty sure it will be. So I'm just going to go around and do that. Okay, you guys, I am done. I am so there. I'm so there. I kid you not, I am so in love with what I just did. I don't know what I was thinking there at the end, and I really don't care. All I know is that it did what I wanted it to do, and I am, please don't let me do anything more on this when I'm done doing this blend. I'm doing this blend, and then I am done. I'm not touching it anymore. Okay. I just need to get some of this paint off of this brush. I told you I was done, and I'm not sure. I need to stop fucking with this. Okay. We are so going to leave the bottom alone. I'm not fucking looking at it again. I've just cut myself off from it because I am going to literally fuck it up if I do anything else down there. And now I just need to straighten up this. God. All this paint, and I'm like, first I had too much. Now I'm like, I don't want to. I have way too much paint on this brush, and I need it. I'm like, literally, I just need one last couple of details, and then I'm fucking out of here. I'm like, just give me what I want. There we go. Thank you. Just had to get it to my consistency that I wanted. Thank you. Thank you, paint gods. Okay, let's do the other side. Paint a little bit of that. And we straighten up our line. I have so much paint on me. No complaint. I like paint dirty. I'm going to be dirty.
Paint dirty is a good way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Brushes down, dude. Brushes down. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see if I can do this for you guys. Really? Yeah, okay. I think he's done. Which way do I? Oh, yo, you can see it on the computer. Okay, that way. No, this way. Okay, I think he's done. I'm just saying. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna hang him on the wall. I'm gonna let it dry. Dry. And then I will absorb him in and figure out if I think he's done. Oh, you know what?
It's funny, like I didn't use a ruler, but I can tell when a line is just a little bit off.
All right. Thanks for joining me. Mwah.